Good morning, students. In the web programming subject, in the previous lecture, we have started with the unit number 3 and we have discussed the basics of HTML fundamentals, right? And we have started this unit in that particular purpose that from this unit, we have to learn different programming languages which we have to use to design any web page. Okay, so basically we have started with this HTML programming, which is hypertext markup language. With the help of that, we can create a web page, and it is a very we can say a widely used programming language that we are using in so many areas also. Okay, so that we have to learn, and that particular topic we have started. So now let me share the screen with you. So I will just revise that topics, and then I will show you how to do the programming. So I'm going to share the screen with you. So in this previous lecture, we have started with this basic HTML and CSS. In that, we have seen what is a web page and what basically how we can define it, HTML page or files, what we have to take care. Then this is the introduction of HTML, right? And these are the tags that we have to remember, and the comments, how to provide the comments in HTML, and how we can create an HTML page in which softwares that we have discussed, right? And the next thing, that is what is the structure of HTML programming if you want to create. So first program, if anyone wants to create, then this structure you have to remember. Okay, and sorry, the detail of this structure is explained over here, and then which things you have to take care during the coding of HTML, that we have discussed also. And this was the, if anyone wants to create his or her first HTML page, then which syntax will be useful, and which are the things that I have added over here, that also explained in the previous lecture. So basically it will start with the HTML tag, starting and ending, and inside the two major portion is there, head portion and the body portion, right? And this is the opening tag, this is known as a closing tag, and this is the header portion, and this is the body portion, right? And if we will run this program, then it will look like this in your browser, right? And as I explained earlier also, that if you will open this HTML file with Notepad, then you can able to see the code. Otherwise, if you will open with the web browser, then it will automatically, it will it will take as a, it will analyze your code as a web application and display the result on your screen, right? So now I'm stop sharing this presentation and explaining you how to create a first program. Now let me share the screen with you. Okay, so suppose I want to create my first program. So I will open a text document. Here says, suppose demo HTML. I'm giving the text file name, right? I hope it's visible to you. Now let me close this PPT, right? So I think it's visible to you, demo.html. Okay, so over here, as I told you, that comment section will be given in this way. I will write first demo program of HTML test is, and this is the comment section where I'm writing, right? After that, new line will contain the new tag. So HTML is the starting tag. I will just let me increase the font size, so it will be visible to you. Instead of 11, I am doing it 16, 18, 20, right? So this is HTML. Okay, now as you know that once you will create this tag, so first of all you have to make this habit, you have to close that tag also. Inside that, whatever programming you want to do, that you can do. So after HTML, the another important two portions, head will be there, okay, and another, that is body, will be there. These are the two important tags, or we can say major parts in the HTML. This we are doing the first program. So make a habit like this of the programming, so it will be very easy once you have started. So give head over here, similarly body over here, and this is the end of the HTML. Now inside the head portion, we know that we have to give the title, okay, as we have discussed. But before that, over here we forgot to write, that is the that is doc type HTML that we have to write. Okay, I'm just saving my program. Okay, so over here title is that we want to give, suppose my first HTML page. Okay, and I'm closing it with this title tag. So this will be the header portion. Whenever you will open or run your browser, at that time it will be displayed on the header portion on your particular web browser. Okay, so these I have to give in a head section. Now in the body section I have to provide a message, if any message that I want to write, like this is my first HTML program, welcome everyone. Suppose I want to provide this message and control S. Now make a habit that you have to save this file also. So whenever you want to see, you can open this txt file. Otherwise, what will happen? You have to open the HTML file with the notepad, and either with the notepad or the web browser. But just make a habit that on the in the folder, whenever you will do the program, so you have two files. One is this text file, and after doing this, you have to save as the same file on the desktop. Right now I'm putting with this particular syntax HTML, and over here make it all files. Okay, and save it. Simple. Okay, so now I'm closing this. So over here you can see on the desktop.html. Okay, and this demo.html, by default it has taken the Microsoft Edge browser, right? You can change it also. So by default it has taken this thing. So I have two files. One is txt file where my code is there, okay, that I can see anytime, and another is demo.html. So now whenever I will double click on this, it will run my program, and you can see the result, because right now I'm opening this particular program with the in the web browser, right? So over here you can see that our program is getting open. Over here you can see that, look, my first HTML page, this is the title which we have given over there. So it is displayed on the header portion, right? This will show you the path where you have keep your file. So C drive, user, Chintan desktop, and inside that the file name, that is demo HTML, that you have saved, right? So it is opening that file which is available at this location. And the other thing, that is this header portion in which we have written the title, like my first HTML page. Okay, and the body portion where we have put our content, or we can say message, like this is my first HTML program, welcome everyone. So in this body content you can provide the whatever messages, or if you want to write paragraph or image or audio, video, everything that you want to design in this web page, that will be the part of the body section, right? So this was the first structure, we can say, that we have learned, that what is the HTML structure. Now let me open this text file also, so you will get the better idea. Yes, here you can see that. Now let me change the size. Now it's 13, suppose 16 I'm keeping. Okay, so here now you can see that first demo program of HTML. Okay, so this is the comment section, which will not be taken in during the, we can say, during the running of your program. This is the document type HTML which we are providing as a starting tag. This is the HTML tags starting and closing. Now inside the header we have provided the title, my first HTML page. Here you can see that it is displayed over here, and whatever paragraph we are providing in a message, that will be the part of the body. Okay, so it will be as it is, it will be put over here. So you have just simply, you have to save, you have to create a program in this way. You have to save with the HTML extension, and you have to keep two files with you. That one is a text file in which you are do the coding, and another is a HTML file. So whenever you will double click on your HTML file, so by default it will open in the web browser, and the content which you have put, it will be displayed over there, right? So I think it's a very easy, but the thing is that you have to remember, this is the structure, basic structure of HTML programming. So many times in the exams they are asking that explain the basic structure of HTML programming. So in this way you have to explain, and all of you have to try at your home that with this demo program which I have explained today. Okay, so now let us go through the presentation in which we have to cover the next topic. So I hope it's very easy, and if you have any difficulty in this, then you can ask me. So I'm just closing this, right? and stop sharing. Again, we will share the PPT. Okay, so whatever we have seen that we have performed, okay, with that notepad and HTML structure, I think it's very clear to you. And again, this is the, again, I have to say that it contains the two major portion, head and the body, right? So now the document structure, which we have seen, so an HTML document consists of basically three parts. First one, that is a doc type declaration. Another is head section, and third one, that is a body section. So any web page or HTML web page or document that you are going to create, it contains basically three portion: doc type declaration, header section, and the body section. So what is the importance of this doc type? So the doc type specify the document type. The document type is specified with this particular DTD, that is the functionality, document type definition. It is the functionality available. So this particular doc type, whenever we are writing, so it will consider our page as a DTD. We can say in this particular method, that is the document type definition. Difference between the tag and attributes, right? What is the difference between tag and attribute? Because we are listening these words many times. What is tag, what is attribute? So now let us differentiate these two what is tags and attributes. So the tag defines the HTML element, while the attribute defines the property of the HTML element. So as for example, if we are taking the tag, means if we are writing the particular table, right? So table, if we want to create, so table, this is a tag. But the property of means which type of table, what is the size of table, what is the how many cells and means rows and columns are there. So this will be a part of an attribute. Now the tag is denoted within the angular brackets. Okay, tag will be defined in this way. The attributes are denoted using the double quotes. Okay, so in upcoming slide, you will see in double quotes we have to provide some particular property of this particular attribute. The HTML tags are the standard entities, while these are the defined entities. As for example, br then slash is used to insert a new line. In C language, all of you are knowing that slash n is there. In C++ also you can provide the new line. Okay, so over here, this is the syntax, that is br slash. Okay, so this will provide you the new line. So this is the, we can say it's a tag example which we have taken. Attribute, that is a, that is used for the hyperlink, h reference, which is equal to, in double quote, mylife.txt. so this particular portion will become a hyperlink. So whatever you are providing between the double quote, it will become the attribute, or we can say important property of that attribute, right? Where the name myfile.txt is an attribute. So in exam, again, they are asking the differentiate the tag and attribute. So I think it's clear to you, right? Now this HTML style attribute. So what is basically that? So HTML style attribute, in that styles in HTML are basically rules that describe how a document will be presented in a browser. Style information can be either attached as a separate document or embedded in the HTML document. So basically this style structure, you know the word style, how basically in real time we are using this word style regarding the look. Okay, how this is looking, he is looking very stylish and etc, right? So same thing over here. Over here we have to use the style attribute basically. So in this style, in HTML, basically they are using this style purpose to, for a document, how we are presenting. Or this is the example we are seeing, that is how you will represent your words and contents in a particular style format. Okay, so this was the example. The second example we have taken of embedded style. You have seen for the inline style. This is the second one, embedded style. Right now I'm not going to explain with the program, because this is a part of a CSS programming. So just right now just see how it is working, because we have to concentrate on the HTML right now. Okay, so during the CSS portion we will see in the details, because this is a part of a CSS is nothing but a part of an HTML, but we are not going in that much detail. So this I think we will cover this embedded style and this third style afterwards, right? So these are the examples. Okay, now we will start with the again HTML portion. So we have seen the basic structure. Now if you want to use some text, because you have seen that in the body part we have given a message, simple message, this is my first HTML program, welcome everyone. But suppose if I want to if I want to use different tags, that if I want to print in a bold or a background color or a text color I want to provide, then how I can provide that, that we have to see. Okay, so this is the thing where we are going to discuss this particular background color tag. Okay, so if I want to provide the background color, so what will be the tag that I have to use for that? So for the background color property, define the background color for an HTML element. In that, you can see that this example sets the background color for a page to a powder blue color. As for example, body, inside the body style, first of all you have to write in the style which is equal to double quote background dash color, then colon, and then blue, then semicolon. So this particular thing we have seen over here also, right? This is tag name style, then property dot colon value, and then semicolon. Okay, so this thing we have written over here. Same thing we are using over here. Yes, body, this is the tag name, then style, which is equal to whatever we want to use, background dash color, colon blue, and semicolon, double quote is over. Then H1, this is the heading, and P, this is the paragraph. So it will be printed in a blue color, right? So this was regarding the body tag, how we can use it. Similarly, for the text color, so the color property defines the text color. Previous one was for the background color. This is for the text color. Okay. So inside that again, H1 style, color blue, and semicolon, simple. This is a heading, and paragraph, after paragraph we are giving style, that is red. So first line will be printed in a blue color and the second will be in a green color with this message. This is a heading and this is a paragraph. Okay. After that, third one, that is a font family. So font family property defines the font size that we want to use. Either you want to use Times New Roman or Vardhana or Arial, like that. So again, example H1 style, which is equal to font dash family colon Vardhana, then semicolon. This is a heading. So this is a heading will be printed in a Vardhana style, and this, after giving the paragraph, we are writing another line. This is a paragraph that will be printed in a Courier font style, right? So these are the different tags that we have to study, and also we have to use in our programming. So today we have seen these many topics: style, attribute, and the difference between the tag and attribute, right? Different style, that is the embedded style, inline style. Okay, and after that tags we have, which we have covered, that is the background color, text color, and font. So in the next lecture we are going to see the different tags and also in detail about the HTML programming, right? So today we are going to conclude our session. See you in the next lecture. Till then, do the practice of your programming and stay at your home, stay safe. Goodbye everyone.